All right. Back again a little bit early as well, which is always good. It's only 10:30 right now, basically. So, what's going on, guys? Back yet again, and I put out a video talking about how underrated UFC 300 is earlier today. So there's that as well. But we'll see if we should end up getting a main event this week or next at the bare minimum. But yeah, what's going on? Hope you guys are all doing well. And we are back yet again. And I'm just so happy we've been hitting these a little bit earlier. So, what's up, Derek? Joey, I needed this. I'm in a hotel for work all alone, and Shelly ain't responding to my DMs. Damn it, Shelly. Damn it, Shelly. What's up? I'm a Joey Shill. Thank you, Innes. I appreciate you. Andy, what's going on? Steezy, what's going on? Matthew, what's going on? Just watched your UFC 300 as underrated video, and now I'm here. Appreciate you. The longer this takes, the more I'm thinking it's Conor. No. I believe it will be Dricus versus Izzy. I just think the UFC is fucking with us. Dana's enjoying the social media traffic that it's generating. You have to understand. He's getting mad traffic, and he doesn't want to damper that. It wouldn't shock me if he drags this out for another 3 weeks. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. He would drag it out for another 3 weeks. But yeah, I'm eating cough drops like crazy. But the reason he won't is because once it's official, it'll get leaked by someone. I wish Ariel would just put out a report saying it's Dricus versus Adesanya, and then force Dana to change what they're doing. In other news, Vince McMahon like shitting on women, yeah. Found you from someone talking about you in Guru Stream. We need to bring you up in people's streams more often. I'm not going to encourage that, but that's crazy. That's how you found the channel. I've heard that from a lot of people. Oh, I've heard about you and so and so stream and this and that, and then you came here and the rest is history. All jokes aside, Dana loves that everyone is so eager to find out the main event. He's basking in it. He's enjoying the social media notoriety that he's getting from it. And you guys playing it up with, the whole oil shit was funny initially, but now that UFC's playing in on it, it's not as funny anymore. And, yeah, I think it's just they're enjoying dragging it out just for the internet traffic. That's basically it. So, I need Dana to hurry up and announce Josh Parisi and Tom Aspinall. I would love that. Khamzat on IG said something's about to happen. I would love if main was Dricus versus Adesanya, co-main, versus Khamzat versus Strickland. Yeah, bro, when Nina made the oil joke to Dana, I was like, you ruined it. Yeah, it's ruined now. It's ruined now for sure. I'm okay with him dragging it out. All the announcements gives fans something to clamor over and discuss. Great promo. Yeah. Dude, if you watch DC and RC, the first 5 minutes of the recent episode, that I've never watched it. I've never even watched 1 second of it. They make fun of Chandler for how thirsty he is about the Conor fight. I think they must have notifications on Conor's tweets. I think they said he must have. He definitely has notifications on Conor's tweets. Maybe the main event will be Power Slap Championship. Yeah, it'll be Wolverine versus Honolulu Blood and Sweat 955. I don't really necessarily mind them dragging it out. It's just the annoying people that are so obsessed about it. Like, oh, Dana's definitely going to announce the main event tonight when he just makes a casual comment on a live. Usman versus Robert Whittaker. Paulo Costa versus Robert Whittaker is next. The fans are part of the problem. I want a Michael Chandler interview the second he finds out he's not fighting McGregor. I'm glad y'all think the Nina ruined the oil joke. It was dumb to start. It was dumb. I didn't make a lot of them, but it was funny at first. It was slightly funny at first, and now it's just completely dead, in my opinion. It's been dying, though, but it's once I saw that, it was even more dead. It's like when you're making fun of a teacher behind their back and they come in and announce the joke and expect you to laugh. Yeah. Joe, my favorite videos of yours are the Chandler ones. I'm glad you enjoy them. Yeah, give me an interview with Michael Chandler. Someone tell Michael Chandler to come on my channel. I would love to interview Michael Chandler. I'd love to advise him. I could be his manager at this point. I could be his manager at this point. The oil joke was mad funny in the beginning. I wouldn't go mad funny, but it was slightly funny in the beginning. What's the oil joke? Somebody randomly on his live weeks and weeks ago said, I'd like to oil you up. And Dana read it, and everyone thought it was funny, so then it just turned into a meme. But now it's not funny anymore. He can't interview with you, bro. He's in camp for 185. Yeah. He's working on his nutrients and watching his weight. Do you think they'll save DDP versus Izzy for a later card or most likely on 300? If you had to nail me down to a prediction, I would say I'm 70% DDP Izzy happens at 300. If it's not DDP Izzy, it would either be DDP versus Khamzat or I know it sounds out of left field, but Conor versus DS3. I mean, that's kind of what I've been sticking with for quite a while now. That's kind of what I've been sticking with. So that's what I would lean towards. Like if you wanted to nail me down, I would say DDP Adesanya. If it's not that, I would say probably Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz 3. If it's not that, which I don't think Conor's super likely at 300, I would say it's DDP versus Khamzat. Speaking of left field 300 prediction, I could see him doing Aspinall versus Gane. I could see that as well. Hot Tub Guy versus Yakai at 300. Yeah. I found a video of Conor lifting heavy weights. Oh, heavy weights, but not heavy. Fair enough. I hope they announce Conor Diaz and cut Chandler from the UFC. Dude, cut Chandler at this point. I don't know how his family's not telling him, like, dude, move on. Who do you got in Khamzat DDP? I think Khamzat ragdolls him. I would go Khamzat. I mean, look at Derek Brunson in the first round, ragdolling him. Hot take, having a coked-filled, washed-up Conor above real title fights cheapens the UFC. I agree. Joe, what's your opinion on Wingstop? Wingstop is shit. Aspinall versus Gane should be co-main event in DDP Khamzat if they can fight in the US. Yeah, I agree. You can tell nobody fucked with Chandler growing up because he had friends that they'd slap him for meat riding Conor. Yeah, that is true. They need to rematch Sean and DDP. Sean go to 500 followers in that fight alone. Dude, it's just right-wing, dick suckers, basically, that are following him. It doesn't have anything to do with pay-per-view buys. Sean Strickland is not going to be some massive pay-per-view star ever. There's people, he will be popular, and he already is popular, but he's never going to be, these people aren't buying pay-per-views. I might go DDP. He'll dominate round one, but I don't like how Chimaev had no jiu-jitsu. Usman's back and couldn't find a submission. Usman's good, though, man. Usman's good. Announcement tonight, I have no idea. Maybe. Maybe not. Do you think Gamrot could take Gaethje down? Probably. I feel like Diaz is Conor's most winnable fight coming back, and it's the biggest fight. It's crazy how there's only 2 fights on 300 that have no champion or former champion. I know. My friend said MMA YouTube media shill said 300 was terrible, and I'm like, bro, it's literally the best card of the year, straight up. Yeah, it is straight up. Anyone saying 299 is better is just fucking delusional. Ollie said Umar has a fight. Who do you think it is? Maybe Rob Font. Easy win, probably. Sean's MMA version of Oliver Anthony blows up overnight with how he's loved the sky's the limit. I don't know who Oliver Anthony is. Never heard of him. So it must not blow up that much. I hope 300 main event is Nunes Pena 3. Stop. Gas station snack go-tos. I don't go to gas station and get snacks ever. I'd rather just starve. Do you think people over-exaggerate how boring Leon and Bilal are? Yes. Shout out to your photographer. Yeah, he does great angles for me. My photographer does great angles. Great angles. Yeah, I'm going to start lifting heavy weights soon. Heavy weights. Bro said I'd rather starve. I'm crying. Yeah. The only food I'll buy from a gas station is if I go to a Wawa, which has like decent food, like legit food though. Kayla Harrison has an Adam's apple. Looks like a man. Are you sure you're not talking? Never mind. Let me stop. There's a fighter's girlfriend who I recently saw had an Adam's apple. He was recently in a main event. Any guesses? Have you ever had 7-Eleven sushi? I don't eat sushi, bro. Mick Park and Muhammad Usman. Ew. That's actually not a bad fight. I had 7-Eleven for 7-Eleven once at like 2 a.m. Big mistake. Yeah, I don't eat gas station food ever. Ever in a million years. Just not me. Just not me at all. I would never. Let alone 7-Eleven. You put me in timeout yesterday because I had a personal opinion and upset me. It is what it is. LaMail. Who's the fighter's girlfriend that has an Adam's apple? I'll give you a hint. They posted a selfie video with him recently. They finally gave Edmund an easy matchup and dusted Todorovic. Todorovic is good grappling, so I wouldn't count that as an easy matchup. I already knew who you were heading as soon as you said, "Are you sure you're not talking about?" Really? Yeah, we've seen plenty of fighters with girlfriends with Adam's apples. It seems, you know. They recently were a champion and they recently main event a card in 2024. Who are your two favorite fighters at women's bantamweight? I don't really have any. Honestly, Valentina Shevchenko should go up to bantamweight. She could easily snatch up a title. Theoretically, if Cheeto pulled out, would Sean take the Merab fight? Absolutely, positively not. Absolutely, positively not. If people didn't know the number of cards and just saw 300 no number, they would glaze it. Yeah, 100%. Don't tell me Vince McMahon. Don't tell me Strickland is some Vince McMahon shit. You tell me, bro. Go look at my video about Strickland making excuses, and you'll find the clip in there. Sean would rather fight Taporia than Merab, 100%. Sean's gonna duck every legit contender, and it's gonna be annoying as fuck. I already know it. But anyone acting like 299 is better than 300 is fucking delusional. Absolutely fucking delusional. 299 isn't even close. It isn't even close. I mean, think about this. Let's compare it fight for fight. And I know 300 doesn't have as many fights yet, so that is kind of a thing. But let's compare it fight for fight. Okay, let's go from confirmed fight. Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway. That's probably the co-main event or featured fight on the card. That's already better than Sean O'Malley, Marlon Vera. Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. I would say that is slightly, no, let's not even go there. That is almost as good as Oliveira versus Saryukian. So Oliveira versus Saryukian is better than Dustin Poirier, Benoit Saint Denis. Okay? Featured fight. Gilbert Burns, Jack Della Maddalena. Compare that to Yuri Prohaska, Alexander Rakic. Yuri Prohaska, Alexander Rakic absolutely blows it out of the fucking water. Okay? All right? Blows it out of the water. So we've already compared 3 fights. 300's already top 3 fights are better than 299's top 3 fights, and we still don't even have a main yet. Then you get down to Weili Zhang, Yan Xiaonan. Compare that to, let's say, Kevin Holland, Michael Page. I think they're on the same. I think Weili versus Yan Xiaonan's a little bit better than Kevin Holland, Michael Page in terms of excitement for me. I would say it's significantly. Nothing crazy better, but yeah. Then you have Calvin Kattar, Aljamain Sterling. Let's compare that to Petr Yan versus Song Yadong. I would say Petr Yan, Song Yadong slightly better. Or decently better. Then you get down any further and it's not even comparable. Mateusz Gamrot, Rafael Dos Anjos. Let's compare that to Davison Figueiredo, Cody Garbrandt. I don't even think those are in the same atmosphere, okay? Then you're looking at like all the other prelims, Sadiq Youssef versus Diego Lopez. Compare that to Joanne Wood, Marina Moros, or Josh Parisian versus this guy's name who I cannot pronounce, or Michel Pereira, Mikel Olashechek. I don't remember how to pronounce his name off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Sadiq Youssef versus Diego Lopez, I would say, is a little bit better than Michel Pereira versus Mikel Olashechek. So 300 is unequivocally better. Unequivocally better. It's not even up for fucking debate. If you compare it fight for fight, I mean, again, okay, you have Curtis Blades, Jalton Almeida. What can you compare that to? Let's do Bobby Green, Jim Miller, and Bo Nickel, Cody Bumdage combined together. I would say Curtis Blades, Jalton Almeida, a little bit better. Okay? So 300 fight for fight is better. 300 is way better, and people are fucking delusional. I don't understand how they're that fucking stupid. I really can't understand how anyone like $299, don't get me wrong, for a hardcore fan, it's an enjoyable fight card. This is only something a hardcore fan will be able to understand. I'm going to ask you guys a question here in a second. You know that giddy feeling you get before a fight? You know that giddy feeling you get before a certain fight? You know what I'm talking about? You guys, the hardcores know what I'm talking about, right? That like, oh shit, I can't wait for this shit. Right? Think about that. I mean, on a scale from 1 to 10, what do you get for Gilbert Burns, Jack Della Maddalena? It's not that high. Piotr Jan, Song Yadong, not that high. Where, okay, Dustin Poirier, Benoit Saint-Denis, you'll get it for that one. Sean O'Malley, Marlon Vera, you'll get it for that one. But, I mean, you'll get it for almost every fight on the card except Jessica Andrade, Marina Rodriguez. You'll feel our Bo Nickel, Cody Bumdage. You know what I mean? Like, you'll genuinely feel that for Gaethje Holloway, regardless of what happens. You'll feel that for Yuri Prochazka, Alexander Rakic. You'll feel that for Oliveira, Armin Tsarukyan. Okay, maybe you don't feel it for Weili Zhang versus Yan Xiaonan. You'll feel it for Calvin Kattar, Aljamain Sterling. Maybe to a certain degree. Like, if you had to skip one card right now, you would skip $299 and you would watch 300. And that's no. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If you were skipping a card, you would skip $299. You would skip $299 for sure. You would skip it for sure. Oof. All right, where are we at? Pretty simple. Both cards are outstanding. We have back-to-back cards this good ever. Yeah. I mean, it's not even close. It's not that I'm trying to be different. Imagine how you'll feel before Charles Oliveira versus Armin Tsarukyan. That's 4th fight down on the fucking card. It's crazy that people can't just be happy we have 2 banger pay-per-views. It's like people giving people a Ferrari and they complain about the cup holders. I know. You're standing your ground on Conor not fighting Chandler. Have I not been for a year? I mean, how long have I been standing on my... Chat, fill this guy in. I haven't seen him before. Fill this guy in. How long have I been saying Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler isn't happening? How long have I been saying that for, boys? Maybe I'm going to end up looking dumb. But I'll admit when I'm wrong. But how long have I been saying that? Fill this guy in. Fill this guy in, bro. Since tough, forever. Yeah, literally forever. 10 years, it's not happening. It's funny because people used to tell me I was dumb. Joey, you don't know what you're talking about. Joe even told Lucas on Livestream for $290 it won't happen. I didn't remember that. You're asking multiple grown men to fill in another grown man? Yeah, fill him up. Bro, I'm going to say fill you up. Joe's been saying it since last February. I know, dude, I have. But Joey, Days was confirming it from Tough. That's funny. That is funny as hell. I read a message that I wanted to read. Diego Lopez versus Sadiq Youssef is a sleeper for UFC 300. 100%. That's a banger. People expect Brock Lesnar, Ronda Rousey, Conor, Elon Musk kind of names for 300. I know, it's just delusional. Which fighter has the worst fan base? It's tough to say. There's a lot of bad fan bases, annoying fan bases. There's quite a few. I got you over Jamal in a street fight any day. Okay. I'm sure I would win. It'd be easy work for me. That'd be easy fucking work. Looks like Umar finally got a fight. I look forward to it. The dude said it was confirmed on Tough. Since that pussy signed, basically, yeah. I mean, I've been saying that forever. Don't let anyone else tell you that they've been saying that shit forever, because they haven't. I've been saying that shit forever. I made Joe versus Jamal Hill for 300. When you change in membership tiers, I don't know. Are you gonna upgrade? You gonna upgrade? I'll make another tier before the end of the year for sure. 297 was below average. 298 is above average. 299 is very good. 300 is all time great. Agreed. I think. Yeah, I couldn't even read that, bro. I couldn't even read that. What the fuck did I even say? Dude, when they announced Tough, Dana said Conor and Chandler was going to tentatively happen last August. I know. Yeah, remember Conor said he was going to fight at the end of the summer? And he was planning on fighting twice in 2023? All right. If you could have any reasonable main event for UFC 300, reasonable, possible, plausible main event for 300, what would your ideal plausible UFC 300 main event be? Let me know in the chat, guys. Conor also said he was going to fight 2 times last year. That's true. Only main event I want to see for 300 is Strickland rematching his father. Islam Leon Bilal. Leon Islam. Tom versus Francis would be beautiful. Tom versus Francis would get me looking like Conor McGregor's Twitter likes. Conor DS3. Ew. Pereira versus DDP. Izzy DDP or Pereira Hill. DDP versus Izzy. Pereira versus Izzy. Leon Islam. Islam McGregor. Islam McGregor would be wild. Izzy versus Khamzat. Justin versus Islam. Honestly, Joe, the consistency of your videos and streams is impressive. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Main DDP versus Izzy. Co-main Alex versus Ankalaev. Featured Leon Shavkat. Damn, that's a banger, bro. If I could make anything that's plausible, it'd be DDP versus Izzy. Co-main event, Strickland versus Khamzat. That would be my shit. Right there. That would be my Khabib McGregor rematch. Imagine Khabib comes back and fights McGregor in a rematch. Who do you take, DDP or Pereira at 185? At 185, I take DDP. I don't know, though. He might get KO'd. But I think he out-grapples Pereira. Pereira's grappling's dog shit. I'll stand by that till the day I die. Honestly, Islam versus Conor would be boring. Islam would probably take the fight promotion seriously. He would just really play into the sediments. He would just take him down and sub him. He would rip his arm off, Dan Hooker style. Dana said there's only one more fight for 300. I doubt it. There's usually 13 fights, 12 to 14 fights. And there's only like 10 right now. Who do you think Umar's fighting? He just tweeted he got a fight signed like 15 minutes ago. I would say probably Rob Font. That's a dumb move for Rob Font. Strickland versus Chimaev should definitely be on the card. Yeah, that's a banger fight. I had a legit argument with someone over who would win between Prime DC and Pereira right now. Prime DC would ragdoll him and drop him on his fucking head. You remember in the old WWE games, you used to be able to lift someone above your head and like one hand was kind of on their chest, the other hand was kind of like on their, I guess, crotch area. And you used to be able to throw them out Royal Rumble style. Literally, DC could do that to Pereira and throw him out of the cage if he wanted to. Khamzat versus Cannonier. Will DDP ever clear his medical suspension? Those medical suspensions are bogus, dude. Yes, he would clear it. UFC wants Umar versus O'Malley, so they're going to give him Sandhagen. That's a banger fight, so I don't mind it. Will Islam go to the welterweight division? Not yet. Cannonier is injured. There you go. Blachowicz' grappling is also dog shit. Yeah, it is. Blachowicz grappling is dog shit as hell. And he out-grappled Pereira. I mean, Yuri doesn't even use his grappling, and look what he did. Dude made Yuri look like Habib. A light heavyweight Habib. Can you guys all do me a favor and like the stream? I would greatly appreciate it. Also, double check and make sure you are subscribed. I've been light on content the past 2 days. So the subscriber base the subscriber growth has declined just ever so slightly. So I still want to get 20K before 300. So we have all February, all of March, and half of April. So we have 2.5 months. So if you guys make sure to like the stream, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Just how bad is Blachowicz to get steamrolled by Glover? I know. Who you picking, Jamal or Alex? I'll probably pick Jamal. I don't think Alex's defensive striking is that great. I mean, look what Yuri was doing to him. And Yuri's so sloppy. Alex has holes in his game. He would have never even made it to a title shot if it wasn't for the history with Adesanya. Who would you take between Usman versus Whitaker and Costa? I'd probably take Whitaker and Costa. But I don't know. Habib versus Du Plessis. That'd be fucking crazy. Imagine Habib came back and took the belt off Du Plessis. Glover was a beast on the ground, so it wasn't that bad. Yeah, he was. Me too. It looks like Alex is a step slower. He's the most overrated fighter on the whole roster. Or one of the most overrated fighters on the whole roster. UFC 300 main event needs to be a rematch between Conor versus the bus he threw a dolly at. Agreed. Who do you got, Oliveira or Arman? I'm leaning Arman right now. I think O'Malley's trying to beat Cheeto, immediately call for double champ fight with Ilya, move to boxing and fight Tank before defending, and then come back against Umar. I am 100% confident in this. Oh, I think O'Malley's going to try to duck legit contenders for sure. Alex's offense is lethal. Yeah, he's got the touch of death for sure. TDP didn't take any major damage apart from the jabs. He should heal up in 2. He's already healed up, dude. I've seen a picture of him. So unless he's trying to dodge Adesanya again, he's not trying to dodge Adesanya. And he was never trying to dodge Adesanya. But his manager called Adesanya's manager before UFC 300 and asked if he would be ready for 300. I should have made a video on it. But he called Adesanya's manager and asked if Adesanya would be ready for 300. And then otherwise DDP wouldn't have called him out. So, new subscriber here. What are your thoughts on Cheeto versus O'Malley? I hate it. It's an undeserved title shot for Cheeto. Dude literally just got destroyed by Sandhagen not that long ago. And, I mean, it's a fun fight overall. But, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not a big fan. But if you're asking me who I think wins, probably O'Malley by decision. Did you see, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce the name, but interview with Dana White. It's hella cringy how to do an interview with someone without research or anything. Dude knows nothing. I saw some clips on Twitter, and it was just cringy as hell. And it was like Dana, like, making up, like, embellishing stories just so he can complain about it. And it's just like, that shit is just, it's like, it makes my ears bleed listening to shit like that. And then he clearly had no idea what he was talking about, the Vivek guy. People sleeping on Max, he will grapple? No. He will not grapple, and I don't even think he has the size or strength to out-grapple. Cheeto will kick that nerve again? I hope so. Let me ask you guys this. If Cheeto beats Sean, do they do an immediate rematch somehow? If it's even remotely controversial and Marlon Vera beats Sean, do they do an immediate rematch? Yes or no? I'm curious what you guys think. They will, yes. Jamal versus his brother, too. I think they will as well. If it's even a slightly bit controversial, I think they will be like, fuck it. Fuck it. No, yes. I don't want them to. It would have been hilarious if Corey was on 299 just making fun of O'Malley Cheeto for their embarrassment of a fight. Dude literally got toyed with in every aspect. I know. I'll never watch UFC again. Don't be surprised if it happens, dude. I would love if he did the same thing he did to him the first time around. It's a massive risk. But they're hoping to pad O'Malley's record, and they think that's an easy fight. Aljo will never fight for a title ever again anywhere. Well, at least not in the UFC is what I mean. In any weight class is what I meant. Sean wouldn't deserve it, but probably. If it's Dricus versus Conor, UFC is over for me. Is Jim Miller a millionaire like Dana said? No. He's probably made millions, but you take a 20-year career and you divide it by $1 million. What's that equal? That equals $50,000 a year, right? Yeah. So you take a 20-year career and you made $1 million, or even if you made $2 million, you divide that by 20 years, that's $100,000 a year. It's not a great killing. That's not a killing of a. That's not a killing of a salary for getting punched in the head. I wasn't asking you were standing on your ground on Conor, not fighting Chandler. I'm saying you were saying you're giving Conor any other opponent than Chandler, and you'll be wrong when it happens. Okay, then I'll be wrong. Joey, don't forget us mere mortals when you get to 100K. It's happening sooner than later. We've been here since day one. I will not forget you, Benji. Maybe it'll happen this year. Can you imagine if it happens this year? I would shit myself if we end up at 100K this year. It's hilarious. We always get the best fights when we have active champs and contenders. They don't give a fuck, but fans prefer inactive fighters who make funny jokes at press conferences. I know. Aljo was good at exposing UFC's BS. All right. Do you think Makhachev is championship material? It's too early to tell. Joey, can you describe how Cheeto O'Malley goes? Probably O'Malley just eking out a decision is what I think. It's the type of guy to get 100K and forget about the little people. Fair enough. The Vivek guy was a clown during his presidential run. He was raced against Trump, but brown-nosing him, and Trump was telling him to get out of the race in order to funnel support to him. Dude, all the politicians are fucking clowns, dude. All of them are clowns. So, I don't understand how anyone, like, worships these people. They're fucking idiots. One day I'll run for president. You guys can vote for me. You sound better today. I'm getting a little bit better of it day by day. Been checking out your vids. You're getting better at it, man. Okay, there you go. You're talking to him. 100K for non-U.S. residents could be decent. True. But not for getting punched in the head. You sound better today. I already read that. Wrench me? No. Country's a clown show. I think... Look, here's my take. Everyone says, politics this. Joey's political about this, political about that. Everyone always acts like the world's coming to a fucking end every year for the last, since I remember, so the last 15 years. Every year is like people acting like the world's going to end because of a certain political leader this, certain political leader that. My take is, don't get me wrong, there's some things that are worrisome and troublesome. The world's just fucking fine. America's going to be just fine. America's doing just fine right now. And people are going to act like the world's coming to an end. And in 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, it'll be roughly the same people saying the same shit. The world's going to end. The world's going to end. The world's going to end. All over some political leaders just because their political leader doesn't get elected. And then they're crying and fucking whining. And it's like... half the time it's made up issues that everyone fucking argues about. That's not even real fucking issues. That shouldn't even be the topic of discussion. Meanwhile, there's motherfuckers starving. There's motherfuckers needing can't afford medication. And it's just crazy to me that every year we got to listen to the same shit. Like, I guarantee, like, I hate, and I don't even pay attention, that this year is an election year because all we're going to hear is how the world's ending soon. World's ending, world's end. No matter who, I'm not even saying, like, doesn't matter who gets elected. It'll be the world's fucking ending. So, and it's not true. It's just not true. 10-7 MMA, thank you for the 199. What do you think of Khabib coming back for 300? I doubt it very seriously, but that would be fucking wild if he came back. Imagine if he came back. Imagine if he came back and fought. Who would he even fight, though? And I don't think he's going to come back for 300 because he would have to training camp during Ramadan. What's up, Joey? How are you? I'm doing well. If Khabib came back, holy shit, that would be crazy. Scaremongering is the term you think you're searching for. Fear-mongering, I think, is what a lot of people say. Joey, to tell the truth, the same people haven't lived in third world countries where shit gets real tight. Yeah. If a beat came back, I already read that. Who does Aspinall fight? Cyril Gane at some point. Joey, I watched your first video. You come a long way. How did you improve so much? When I started, I've told you this story a million times. When I started, I didn't give a fuck about views. I didn't give a fuck about subs. What I said, look, I'm just going to make as many videos as I can. And it's just practice. Basically practice. And I didn't give a fuck if anyone viewed them. I wasn't stressed about it. I didn't care about it. And then I just slowly felt more. To be honest, I just started feeling non-weird on camera like in the last 6 months. Like the last 6 months, I started feeling less weird on camera. It's something that just comes a long time. I mean, I would say sometime after the 2-year anniversary. So sometime after April of 2023. So I started to feel a little bit normal. So that's it. Just practice makes perfect. Thank you for the 199. Ali said he could fight Leon. I think Ali's blowing smoke up everyone's ass. So I don't think it'll happen. But that would be crazy if it did. Thank you for the 199 again. 10-7 MMA. What champion does Habib beat? I don't know what Habib's going to look like after taking, 4 years off? That'd be crazy. Dude retired in 2020. How disgusted would you be if Conor somehow got a fight versus Islam and stiffed Islam in round 1? Oh my God. I'd probably throw up on video. That would be the worst timeline ever. I'd genuinely be sickened. Bro. How disgusted? I already read that. Habib coming back, it would be insane. Probably 170, yeah. Habib versus GSP, they'll make it for a belt? No. But they probably would make some fake belt for it. Hey, Joe, why do people, including fighters, journalists, keep saying that Khamzat deserves the title shot? Doesn't deserve the title shot, I'm assuming. Ever fighting Usman since it was Costa's fault for pulling out? Just fucking catering to the masses, basically. Just basically catering to the masses. At the end of the day, Khamzat's win was solid. And that's coming from someone who thought it was borderline a draw. What he did to Kamaru Usman was super impressive. And it's not his fault that Paulo Costa pulled out. And what he did to Kamaru Usman, even on short notice, was super impressive. I thought it was more impressive than him beating Costa, in my opinion. So I don't necessarily think he's like a shoo-in for deserving a title shot. But I think people they're picking and choosing who they think deserves, who they're supporting deserves undeserved title shots. Those same people were silent when Colby got an undeserved title shot. They're silent when Cheeto gets an undeserved title shot. But God forbid Khamzat get a slightly undeserved title shot. Acting like a win over Usman isn't that good. Did you see we got our subs? We got up to 172 subs, growing a bit. That's awesome, man. Thank you again for the one. Thank you. I really appreciate the donos, man. That is awesome. I hope you've been enjoying making the content. And just the best advice I can ever give is just keep growing and learning what works right, and try different thumbnails and different titles and different structures to your video. And it's the best. That's the best. Not that you're asking for advice, but I'm just offering it unsolicited. Just keep doing your best, man, and just find out what works, and then try to, when you get one banger, try to figure out why it worked. Dricus Habib would be awesome. That's crazy. Do you think Francis and Aspinall goes? I think that'd be a banger, but I think Francis chins Aspinall bad. Joe, can you ask your lady to come say hi to us? She's sleeping. What's crazy is people act like McGregor saved 155 VK to Islam. I know. Chael Sonnen was a politician, enough said. Yeah, I know. I've grown to understand most politicians are corrupt. Same story every 4 years, no matter what side. I just wish the United States wasn't as divided as right now. I missed the 90s, early 2000s. That's what happens when people worship political leaders, man. That's what happens when people worship political leaders. And they are obsessed with one viewpoint or one side's viewpoints. No matter who says anything even remotely contrary to that, people just cry about it and call them names. It's crazy. Bo Nickel was flexing that his opponents aren't even in the UFC anymore while saying Khamzat hasn't fought anyone. That's fucking crazy. Where did he say that at? Where do you say that at? Chael Sonnen was a politician, enough said. What are your thoughts on watermelon? I fucking love watermelon. I love watermelon. I used to work across from this farm back in the day. Well, not that long ago, really a couple years ago. And every day after work, I go over there and buy a watermelon, almost every single day. And they were big ass watermelons, and they were fucking perfect. And I would go home, I'd get my fiance to cut them up, and I'd be like, damn, this watermelon's good. So it was amazing. I love watermelon. Watermelon, I can eat like a crazy amount of watermelon. Like basically, I get one watermelon the day it gets cut up. I eat the entire thing almost damn near. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll wake up in the middle of the night. I'll go downstairs, start eating some watermelon. I'm like addicted to watermelon, basically. I'm addicted. Yeah, I'm addicted. Water. I even buy watermelon sometimes in the winter when it's not really readily available and it's just not that good, but I still do it. So, but yeah, I fucking love watermelon. I love watermelon. I probably have a million. Let me go see. I bet you I can find a picture of watermelon right now on my phone. Let me go see. Let me go take a look. It's just going to be difficult, isn't it? I have like a watermelon. I wonder if I can find this picture. Let me go back, way back. Damn. I probably have a picture somewhere here where I have this beautiful watermelon. I have this like a little watermelon mat on my kitchen counter. Let me see if I can find it right quick. I'll just give it a quick search and see if I can find it. If I can't find it, then I'll just give up. But it was damn good. It's just I have a picture somewhere. But yeah, there's this guy I used to work with who really liked watermelon as well. And so I would always send him pictures of my watermelon all the time. Come on now. Come on now. Where are you at? Where are you at? Damn, I can't find. Oh, here's. This doesn't have my my watermelon thing on the background. This is just my countertops. But look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I wish I could find the one with the thing on the background. Here, hold on. Let's see if I can crop me out. Nah, I'm not going to show you guys this. I was going to say I found another picture of me standing with one of my buddies. But I can just barely crop him out, and I'm not going to do that. I'm holding him up in the air in just married pose. Let's see. Come on. Let's see what else I got in here. Let's see if I can show you guys anything else I got on a picture here. I'm looking to see if I got anything interesting to show you boys. That's crazy. 10-7 MMA. Thank you for the $4.99. Love the advice. Much appreciated. My coach Justin has been a regular guest with Jesse on Fire, and that's helping us a lot. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Just keep trying to learn. That's the best advice that I can give. Just keep trying to learn. Not that I'm some expert at all. You know, I'm not. Obviously, I've been doing it for a while. I only got 16K, but that's still pretty good. I'm trying to find something else interesting I can show you boys. Oh yeah, this one back when I got my Xbox that I never even played. I was trying to find something else cool to show you on my phone, but I'm not finding nothing right now. There's my cat, R.I.P. My cat again, R.I.P. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to try to find something cool. I got so many damn pictures on my phone. It's not even funny. That's wild. Here's right around when I bought my new computer. That's crazy. I bought my new computer specifically for the channel. That's wild. It's been a long time. Oh, here's when I was looking at Herman Miller's online. Before I bought mine, I wanted a nice Herman Miller. When I was getting my settings set up for my camera. Damn. I can't believe I have this many pictures on my phone. That's wild. And then here's right around when I first started the channel. Let's go see. I bet you I've had my first ever thumbnail on the channel on my phone right now. That'll be interesting to show you. Look at this. I think, let me see if this was one of my first ever video thumbnails. I think this is one of the first videos. It has to be. Yeah, look at that. This is like my 12th ever thumbnail on the channel, boys. Look at that. It's still on my phone. I saved it. I used to make my thumbnails on my phone. Let's see if I can find my first ever thumbnail. It had been April 1st. There it is, boys. I think that's my first thumbnail. I still have my first thumbnail on my phone. I made it April 1st, 2021 at 9:23 p.m. Boom. First ever thumbnail, boys. First ever thumbnail on my phone. How fucking wild is that? How wild is that? Sorry. All right, I'm done looking at my phone now. I know some of you guys are probably getting infuriated with me. So, but there you go. There you go. I don't understand this argument that Khamzat hasn't fought anyone at middleweight. That's literally false. Yeah, I think they're just exaggerating. I posted in the Discord. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Put lemon on your watermelon. It will change your life. I don't think so. I don't really like lemon. Fuck, bro, you're turning me on the way you talk about watermelon. I'm glad I could turn you on by talking about watermelon. Talk watermelon to me, Joey, nice and slow. He literally KO'd GM3. That is true. What's the best place to get watermelon? I don't know, like a local farm or something. It's probably. We don't pay to look at your phone. You don't look at my phone, you pussy, so now you're getting timed out. You don't pay anything, you pussy, so come back and pay. It's crazy you started that recently. It's not really that recently. I mean, it'll be 3 years and 2 months. It'll be 3 total years and 2 months. April 1st, 2021 is the day I published my first video. So, shout out to 10-7 growing their channel and donating to me. I appreciate it. If UFC did 2v2, what matchup would you want to see? No, none. Joey, can you verify these picks in Discord? Boom, 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 boom. Yes, correct. They look correct to me. If you ever want to reference them, you can also reference them against my Tapology on Saturday. When the card starts on Saturday, you can always reference in my Tapology. You can look at all my picks on Tapology that I've ever made. It just gives you a list if you ever want to check it. But I hide my picks and I forget to unhide them. But they automatically unveil on... Because I make my picks long before I do my prediction video. So I like to hide my picks before Saturday. So no one can see them unless they watch the prediction video. Or before they watch the prediction video is what I'm trying to say. Diaz won that fight? Yeah. Posted the Bo Nickel quote in Discord. All right, let me check again. Do you think Chimaev deserves that? No, he hasn't fought in a single 185er. He's fought less 185ers than me. My guys aren't even on the roster anymore. What an idiot. Dude, you know why you know what Bo Nickel is doing? He's the definition of the hold me back, bro. He's the definition of the hold me back, bro. He's talking about Khamzat and he's like, hold me back, Dana, hold me back, Dana. It's annoying as fuck. Like, dude, shut your fucking mouth if all you're going to do is fucking talk shit about someone you're never ever going to fight, you pussy bitch. I don't fuck with that type of shit. I just think it's pussy behavior. Like, make it happen. I'm sure you can make it happen if you were confident. Look at Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer's confident. Ian Adams. Thank you for the $9.99. I appreciate your super chat. I mess with the channel, Joey. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate you messing with the channel. What is your favorite UFC card of all time? We actually talked about this in last night's stream. But a couple of my favorite cards of all time. UFC 281. UFC 189. UFC 268. UFC Austin, like 2 fight cards two Austins ago, was a banger too. And yeah, there's some of my favorite cards. I don't know if I can pin one down. If I did, it would probably be like 268 was a straight up banger if I remember. Every single fight. No big deal about missing the stream. But yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be like 189 or 268. In terms of a main event that I just thoroughly enjoyed, it was probably 229. I just loved watching Khabib beat the dog shit out of Conor. Like, I was rock solid. I was rock solid just watching another man ground and pound. Just sitting on my sofa watching another man ground and pound was rock solid. So thank you for the $10, Ian. I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. It'd be one of those cards, but it's hard for me to nail down one in particular. I won't accept any main event other than Bilal versus Beneil Dariush for a catchweight title. No. James Lynch gets upset, emotional when somebody talks about his appearance and doesn't understand why other grown men talk about it, but he calls Ali Abdelaziz egghead every chance he gets. I don't know what you want me to say about that. I can't speak for him, man. I have seen, like, I know he does talk about, it seems like, but I think it's kind of his people encourage him to talk about that shit. It's just annoying giving haters any attention, you know what I mean? Like, in terms of, like, if I was him, I wouldn't do that. But I get what he's doing. But, yeah, I think it's weird talking about other men's appearances. I would agree with him on that. But I get what you're saying, too. I guess that's a code word. I can vouch for 229 to this day. I've never felt the excitement ever again. Since that, I had Khabib, too. Dude, and him jumping out of the cage was fucking crazy, too. I loved it. I watched 229 last night. That's crazy. My favorite cards were 214 Jones versus DC too. If I had to pick an all-time favorite card in terms of excitement level, I don't know if I've ever been excited as I was for Anderson Silva to beat the dog shit out of Chael in the rematch at 148. That's the most excited I've ever been. I remember I went out on a boat that day, and I could not wait till that night. All my casual friends thought Conor was going to TKO and felt so good watching Khabib beat the brakes off him. I was so confident in Khabib, too. Bo Nickel's YouTube channel is pretty bad too. Constantly talks about how bad he thinks Jones and Khamzat's wrestling is. Only fighter he seems to compliment Pseudo. Yeah, I mean, Bo seems like a total puss in my opinion. I think he just is too high on his own asshole. You know, just sniffing his own asshole. It's just kind of embarrassing. But I don't know. I probably say shit like that all the time too, where I look dumb. But I know what you mean. The shit I've seen just comes off the wrong way. I remember Bo saying he wishes he got the call for 294, but he said the UFC doesn't want me to defeat Khamzat and ruin his hype. Dude, he's so full of shit. It's the hold me back. It's the hold me back shit. Hypocritical. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I mean, of course it's hypocritical. But it is what it is. I mean, everyone's going to say something hypocritical once in a while, I guess. I wouldn't focus on it too much, man. All my casual friends thought Conor was already read that. I can vouch for 229. I read that as well. UFC wants to hold off on Bo versus Khamzat. It'll never happen, dude. Never seen someone with their own dick so far down their own throat. Yeah. You know those little round vehicles that they used to ride around in South Park with the very particular seat and steering wheel? That's what I feel like Bo Nickel drives around in. Favorite pay-per-view card of all time? I'll say 229 just because of the main event. Usman Nurmagomedov is fighting in which event in UFC 229? Yeah, he'll probably be the main event of the fight night card that's supposed to be in Saudi Arabia. I'll say Rob Font, probably. Rare Rogan win the 229 when he checked Cruz, yeah. I think he's just getting smashed here. Yeah. That was funny as hell. He's trying to gas him out. No, I think he's just getting smashed here. But yeah, I think anyone hyping up Bo is kind of an embarrassment if you ask me. Like, dude does nothing but talk and fight literal bums that I could beat, basically. Like, I like my chances against Val. Was Cruz ever good at commentary? At one point, he was actually really good. He's about to end me because I make valid arguments like why he kept ignoring the fact Jeff Neal missed some weight against Shavkat while I like almost 5 pounds. All right, man. All right, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't speak for him, Saeed. Joe, what UFC pay-per-view were you hyped for and it really disappointed? I mean, the co-main was really good, but Adesanya Romero really pissed me off. Really pissed me the fuck off. Oh, I was fucking heated. I was fucking heated. And I didn't even have a channel then, so I couldn't even complain. I wish I would have started a channel right then and there. Boom, beginning of the pandemic. Oh, I was ready to beat someone's ass. That was annoying as fuck. Because I woke up that day so excited for the pay-per-view. And it just... I mean, they might as well took a big, steamy defecation on my head at that point. They might as well took a big defecation right on my fucking head. And then fucked me hard with a Sergeant Slaughter sex toy. If anyone gets the reference, I hope you get the reference. But moving on. Adesanya Romero was dog shit, especially coming off the co-main. I know. It really pissed me off bad. I was fucking like Conor McGregor pacing back and forth in front of the TV. That's what I was doing that night. And I had nobody even to voice my frustrations with. But yeah. Dana and BKFC CEO David had a meeting today. Yeah, probably something to do with the commissions. Andrew John. Let's celebrate their 10th Super on a live stream. Thank you for the $9.99, Andrew John. I appreciate it. Hey, Joey, I haven't been able to join previous streams due to a schedule change. Glad to be back. In any weight class, what are some up-and-coming contenders you see becoming champion? Up-and-coming contenders. What would be considered an up-and-coming contender? Can you define that for me? Do they have to be unranked? Well, I guess you said I think Ikram, so it could be Ikram. And he's ranked. Or no, he's unranked. He's not ranked. I was thinking Amavov for some reason because they were supposed to fight at some point. So unranked fighters that could potentially become a champion. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, and fuck me some more. Unranked fighters that could become champion. I used to have answers for these questions back in the day. I said Rafael Fiziev. Who else did I say? I used to have a couple. But let me take a look. There's no one that I'm like super confident in. But I think Ikram could be one. I'll throw out Nursultan Ruzaboyev. It's too early to tell, but I've watched some of his fights outside the UFC. He's fought a lot of bums, but he has a lot of experience and a lot of finishes, and he's very well-rounded and has finishing power. So I'll say Nursultan Ruzaboyev, plus he has the best coach celebration in the game. I'll throw him out there. I see someone else said Bo Nickel. I think Bo Nickel could become champion. Who else will I throw out there? Is Mario Batista ranked? I think Mario Batista could become champ. I think he got into the rankings with the win over Ricky Simone, or he might have already been ranked. So I don't know if he counts. Who else? That's a tough question. I'll say Shamil Gaziev, my body double. I believe he's unranked unless he jumped into the rankings. I'll say Shamil Gaziev. And, damn it, Benoit Saint-Denis isn't even unranked anymore. Everyone that I had, like, raring to go is, like, ranked now. Who else? Who the fuck else could it be? I will say, ugh. Ew. Yeah, that's the best I got right there. If he becomes champ with that body, dude, heavyweights can happen. But thank you again, Andrew John, for the $9.99. I'm happy to have you back. And I also think Ikram as well. I agree with the Ikram assessment. And you could say Bo Nickel as well. Joe, what fight could they book now and get the pacing in front of the TV like Conor? By pacing in front of the TV like Conor, do you mean excited or angry? I don't know. I really don't know. Either one, I don't know. Who's the new heavyweight? 1299 Taekwondo guy. He's unranked, could be champ. Scary than Pereira at middleweight. Yeah, but just his size, man. It doesn't make for sure going to be champ just because he's big. We got to see him fight some competition. Dillashaw going to be 38 soon. You think he'll have any luck when he returns? No, I don't believe he'll have any luck. But he'll be on PEDs for sure. Aaron Blanchfield and Tatiana Suarez will be champions. Tatiana Suarez isn't even in the UFC anymore. Joe, maybe Christian Rodriguez. No, nope. He's up. He's got to move up now to 45. So he's got to move up to 45. So not going to happen. If he becomes champ with that, but yeah, Shamil Gaziev, me and him got the same exact body, so he's definitely going to become champ. I'm confident in that. I think he would beat the dog shit out of Tom Aspinall. Easy work for him against Aspinall and Jones. Suarez not in the UFC. Suarez is top ranked though. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I was thinking, who the fuck was I thinking of? Fuck, what's her name? I was thinking of Talia Santos. I'm an idiot. I was thinking Talia Santos. For some reason that popped into my head. But either way, Tatiana Suarez is already top ranked anyway. UFC 300, what was your call? Who will it be? Khamzat? I don't think it's Adesanya because he's recovering. No, Adesanya said he'll be ready. He said he'll be ready. His manager told DDP's manager that he'll be ready. Do you think Calvin Kattar beats Aljamain Sterling? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Can you guys all, right this very second, 134 of you, like the stream? It's not that difficult, and it helps the channel. I'll leave the stream up later for a bit instead of members in it, if you guys all like it. I'm surprised Santos left, man. I believe she could have been champion. How did you score that Valentina Santos fight? I think I barely scored it for Valentina just because Santos wasn't doing any damage. But yeah, Santos definitely could have been champ. My guess is she got a sweet deal from PFL. If Khamzat's not on 300, do they make him sit till Saudi or Abu Dhabi? Is his career ruined? Dude, I don't know. If he doesn't fight at 300, that's going to be absolutely fucking infuriating. But probably Saudi in June. It's like, how come we can't have him be active? Joe, I think you got 100 subs today. I did not get 100 subs today. I got like 10 subs today, which is unfortunate as fuck. Let's see. So today is the 30th. So, damn. I ended yesterday with 16,098. So I got, damn, that's a slow day. Talk about a slow, I guess I didn't put any content and I even private at my streams. I picked up 11 subs today. Usually I'm getting like 50 to 100 a day over the last month or so. But it's kind of a lull, and we're all waiting for 300's main event, and there hasn't been any big news, and I didn't make any videos the last couple of days. Yeah, let's see. I made a video today. The prediction video I dropped on Sunday, so I didn't drop anything Monday. Prediction video isn't going to pick up a lot of subs because it's a shit card, so it literally picked up no subs. The Dana White video I put out, the interview I put out, that picked up like 50 subs. And that was, a couple days ago. And then the Jessica Andrade video picked up a couple subs, not many. The Holly Holm video picked up a couple subs, not many. The last video that picked up a lot of subs was the Dana White UFC 300 video, which was January 23rd, so a week ago. Damn. But I probably just crossed over the 100 mark today, so it's now 16.1. It only updates once you get to that point. So subscribe, guys. Subscribe. UFC Fight Pass is $5 in the Middle East and includes all pay-per-views. Also, UFC streams all pay-per-view on cable in UK, Europe, Asia. But we need to pay $80. How is that fair? It's annoying as fuck, but that's what they rely on. Could be the next heavyweight champ, 6'8" with 87-inch reach, former Olympic medalist, Taekwondo. Watch his MMA highlights. I'll check it out. Yeah, I know he's fighting. Dude. I don't know how to pronounce his name, though. It's honestly laughable that Paddy Pimblett lost his hype on a robbery win. It is hilarious. Diego Lopez isn't ranked, and I don't know if he can be champ. Yeah, I don't think he will be champ. I do not believe he will be champ. Which is... I mean, you never know. He's still young, though. Damn. Damn. I can't believe... there's so many video ideas I've had that I should have made. I don't know what I'm doing. Now that I just seen that, I'm kind of like, damn, I only picked up that many today. That's kind of... It'll all pick back up soon. We got 2 shitty cards, and then we got the pay-per-view. So, I'm going to start working on predictions for this Sunday tomorrow. But I pumped out that video today with UFC 300 is ridiculously underrated because I got tired of people shitting on it. That's doing decent. That's got about 3,000 views already. And picked up a couple subs. That's a long video, though. I regrettably recorded it for 30 minutes. Habib isn't ranked, could be champ, yes. You think Dana announces 300 tomorrow? That's the most logical day? I have no idea. Your stream thumbnails look like you just snitched on a coworker for driving off the job site and you're waiting for the boss to congratulate you. Yeah. 100%. 100%. Did anybody understand the joke I was talking about what Bo Nickel's riding around in? The South Park vehicle? The circular machine? He's not that young. He's 29. That's true. But that's still decently young. He's got 4 or 5 years to become champ. He's got 3 to 6 years to become champ, basically. So, wins 2 more fights. He's probably fighting for a title, to be honest. But I don't know when Dana announces it. He's milking it. He might announce another prelim. He may announce another prelim. What's up? Keep out. What's going on, my friend? All right. I think YouTube changed their layout a little bit. I just take a screenshot from my videos when I do a thumbnail like this. I just have like a couple thumbnails that I've saved, and then every once in a while I'll do a new one. Michael Venom Page exclusive interview. Exclusive sit-down interview with Michael Venom Page. Who gives a fuck? I wonder who's actually watching this. I wonder if anyone's actually watching this. I don't know. People expect names like Lesnar, Rousey, Conor, Musk, and Zuckerberg. Yeah, they want Musk versus Zuckerberg fighting each other. Who would want that shit? Remember when Dana was going balls in on that, like advertising shirts? You guys remember that? Anybody? Anybody remember that? Technically, we can throw Kayla Harris on the list of people who might be champ who isn't ranked. That's true. That is true. What's good, Joey? For what? What's up? What do you think of MVP's physique? It didn't look great, but I mean, that doesn't really mean everything. Did you watch Sterling interview with Awani? I almost fell out of my chair when Sterling said with a win, he'll be next for a title fight. Dude, the UFC doesn't like, dude, he'll never fight for a title. He could flatline Cater in the first round. He's still not getting a title fight. Sterling is one of the dumbest fighters in the whole roster. Dumbest fighters in the whole fucking roster. He'll never fight for a belt again. Dude set himself up for failure. He said, "Yeah, no matter what, win or lose, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go to 45 after this." And then he loses, and then he begs for a rematch when nobody wants to see you fight for a title. So, Sterling will never fight for a belt again. People saying most cards have 12 fights on them, don't take into account. Yeah, there's usually 13 or 14 fights on every card. Sometimes 15. UFC 300 has 11 fights already, only main event left. Dude, Okay. So what about, there's 13 cards for this Saturday. There's 13 fights for $299. I mean, I just don't get it, man. There's usually 14 fights per card. I would say that's usually how many they announce. So let's look at the next week. 13 fights on the Hermanson Pfeiffer card. Let's look at 298. 13 fights. So typically 13 fights. Let's look at UFC Fight Night. Moreno versus Royval. 13 fights. Let's look at March 2nd. Well, they only have 9 fights announced for that card so far. So that one doesn't matter. 299. 13 fights. So typically 13, 14 fights. So there you go. I get MVP is exciting or whatever, but in reality, MVP is borderline a bum. Any top level welterweight would literally separate him from consciousness. It's hilarious that he's above Song and Yan. Yeah, the UFC just likes to hype kind of notable names who come from other organizations. They always do that. They always do that shit. And it's kind of annoying. It's super annoying. But that's what the UFC does. They act like everyone's shit, and the second they sign them, a notable name, they pretend like it's some type of banger. I don't even care about MVP versus Kevin Holland at all. I think it's a dog shit fight. MVP looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy. The Michelin Man, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. Joe, who you got, Burns or Madalena? I'm 50-50, man. Burns could get KO with a jab. Madalena could get out grappled. I'll go Madalena by KO, though. Right now, I'm feeling Madalena by KO. That's what I'm feeling, my friend. I remember 15 fights and then a fight or two drop out. Yeah. I mean, like, even like 297, like, let's go major results. 297 had 12 fights. And 2 fights got canceled. So there's 14. I think typically they want 14 fights per card. They want 14 fights per card. So, who do you think wins, Holland or MVP? I'll say Holland. MVP's a can crusher. MVP is a fucking can crusher. I'll never pick Holland in a fight ever again. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't pick him either. You're probably right. I don't fucking like Holland at all. I wish they'd get rid of that motherfucker. People dick ride him. He loses every short notice fight he takes. He never shuts the fuck up either. So I don't fuck with Kevin Holland at all. At all. Hey Joe, I'm new here again. Joey boy, you better start sending donos, my friend, or you're getting booted. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of your attitude every fucking stream. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. I'm quite frankly sick of it. That's wild. I think MVP beats him. I don't even know. I'll have to think about it more, but I think MVP's a can crusher, but so's Kevin Holland, basically. Every good fighter he's ever fought, he's lost to. Holland doesn't take fights seriously. It's sad to see him. I think he just compensates for the fact he's not good by clowning around, so it makes it seem like he doesn't take it seriously when he does. Is Chandler the new PMF? Chandler's unequivocally the new PMF. When was the last time Kevin Holland fought and didn't get into some sort of corny backstage altercation where he Spartan kicks a fighter into a whole other weight class and then 500 people break it up? You're not about that life, bro. Look what Khamzat did to him. Khamzat fucked him up. Imagine if Khamzat and Kevin Holland were legit fighting to the death. Think about how easy Khamzat killed him. Think about how easy Khamzat fucking killed him. There's something wrong with Kevin Holland that he thinks he's going to lose. He says, oh, I lost because I didn't try. Yeah, I think he preemptively builds in the excuse. I think he preemptively builds in a fucking excuse. And that's why I lost. It's just annoying. I'm just sick and tired of the bullshit. I hate every time someone falls out and they're like, oh, I know a guy. Kevin Holland will step in. He loses every fucking fight ever. He loses legit every short notice fight he's ever taken. So I don't understand why we're acting like it's like, why does anyone want to see him even fight for the title? Or not fight for the title, fight anyone on short notice, because he loses every fight. Everyone hit the like button and sub. Thank you, Crush Don't Rush. Who's lurking in the stream? I mean, how many lurkers do we have in the stream right now? Everyone just stop typing all at once. 132 in the stream, and we got no messages right now. That's wild. I don't want to think about Khamzat killing Holland. Still a big fan, by the way. All right. I want to see Holland get out of that submission against Khamzat just to see how good his cardio would be after emptying the tank. Who loses every fight? Kevin Holland loses every short notice fight. O'Malley's a PMF for ducking dudes as people champ. Ducking people as champ, I know. I ought to make a video on that. Sean O'Malley is a disgrace to the bantamweight division. Why you hate Holland? I just described it. Dude's fucking annoying, never shuts up, he's not good, and everyone always talks about him stepping on short notice. He loses every fucking fight. At that point, why don't I just step in on short notice at every fucking fight and lose too? You guys gonna hype me up over it? What's a better win? Michael Chiesa coming off a layoff out of his prime, or Bellator ticked? He's got sleep by bums. Probably about the same. I knew he was gonna. I picked him by Darce against Michael Chiesa too. Closer I get, the more I see 135's room with him as champ and hate to see it. 135 is elite, I know. If there's one freedom that champions shouldn't have, it's freedom to cherry pick their matchups. I know. Who do you got, Ilya or Volkanovski? Right now I'm feeling Volkanovski. Literally everyone said he's fighting Vera, who just lost to Sandhagen. I know. Dude clearly lost to Sandhagen and got dominated. And then, he could have lost to Munoz. The Munoz fight was close enough. He could have lost to Munoz. And now he gets a title shot. What a fucking disgrace that is. What a disgrace that is. When Khamzat moves up to my dream fight at 205 would be Khamzat Vagomed. That would be a banger. I want to see Khamzat versus Pereira. Most of the MMA fans forgot O'Malley lost to Jan. Dude, he clearly lost to Jan too. It's not even up for fucking debate. He clearly lost to Jan. I'd like to see that rematch at some point. O'Malley versus Jan too. That would be a straight up fucking banger. If O'Malley holds onto the belt, which he probably will by ducking contenders. Is Dana going to announce today? I have no fucking clue. Don't know, don't care, to be honest. Don't know, don't care. Can you explain how Sean lost to Yan? He lost every single round, got out-damaged every single round, outstruck every single round, and out-grappled every single round. And then he should have lost 30-27. Make it 5 rounds? Yeah. Yan would have wrecked him 5 rounds. Joe, you're one of the only people who keep saying O'Malley Yan is a robbery. Keep it up because people are starting to change the narrative. Yeah, I knew people were going to. It's revisionist history, dude. He clearly lost that fight. It wasn't even close. Everyone knew he lost going into the decision, including O'Malley. Dude got gifted a decision, then sat around for a year cherry-picking an Aljamain Sterling fight off a 5-round. How do you think Aljo will do at 45? Dog shit. I don't think he'll do good at all. I don't think he'll ever have a decent win at 45, but maybe I'm wrong. Split decision? I know. I could not fucking believe it was split decision. What do you think about Usman and Chimaev fight? I think it was a very, very close fight. That it could have been a draw or it could have been Chimaev barely edging out a win. But yeah, I'm tired of Dana. To be honest, get him out of there. Yeah, I'm tired of Dana as well. Tim Walsh, O'Malley's coach, was all wide-eyed. Yeah, they knew he lost. O'Malley knew he lost. He knows he lost. But he's probably convinced himself that he's won by this point. I take it back. Umar's the guy who will be bantamweight champ. Yeah, Umar will wreck O'Malley. We got that at least. Usman Chimaev was a draw. It's debatable. Is Dana White a casual? I think he's becoming a casual. I don't think he pays attention as much as you think he does. I don't think he pays as much attention as you think he does. which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Is Umar being ducked right now? Supposedly has a fight now. So it'll either be Rob Font, Corey Sandhagen, maybe Jonathan Martinez. Yeah. Unrelated to MMA, you hear about Vince McMahon lawsuit. He's being charged for human trafficking. I did, dude. He's shitting on. He's defecating on people's heads and using sex toys named after WWE superstars. Disturbing. Is there an argument, in your opinion, to make that the judge that gave Cheeto the fight against Corey was paid to preemptively push for Cheeto O'Malley fight? No. There's not an argument. I think that judge should be fucking fired immediately. Honestly, I hope it's Sandhagen. We don't need to see Umar beat up Rob Font. Yeah, I don't want to see Umar versus Rob Font. We've already seen Rob Font get beat up enough. I mean, that's an easy matchup. But if it's the only fight he can get, see, let me break this down for you, okay? Let me break this down for you. If Umar fights Rob Font, they'll say, oh, Umar's being handpicked easy matchups. If Umar fights Corey Sandhagen, they'll say, oh, he's getting special treatment. He's getting such a big jump up the ladder. So no matter who he fights, it won't be good enough for that crowd, that always discredits him. So they'll discredit Umar no matter what. If it's Rob Font, they'll say it's too easy. If it's Sandhagen, they'll say he's getting an undeserved favoritism for a big fight. And that's the truth, and we all know that. For whatever reason, you can decipher that for your own. There may be a multitude of reasons. But for me, I want to see him test it. I want to see a big test for him. I'd love to see Umar versus Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen ain't fighting nobody else right now. Who's next for Jillian? Shut the fuck up, Earth Rocker. I have no idea. Now, I want to see Umar versus Jonathan Martinez. I like that matchup. But it doesn't really get either guy anywhere, to be honest. There's nothing worse than getting robbed in China and having to explain how he looks to the cops. Okay, cool. Yeah. He looked Chinese. Hopefully Umar's working on his hands right now. I'm sure he is. Don't talk to Earth Rocker like that. Fuck you. If Umar beats Sandhagen, will he get the next title shot? Probably not. He should. If he beats Sandhagen, Merab should get it first. Merab should get it first. If he beats Cejudo. But, yeah. Well, boys, it's damn near midnight. Dude in Discord's thinking there's going to be an announcement tonight. Why the fuck do you guys care what Dana's never going to announce it when you think he is. It's just going to be a random announcement that comes out of nowhere. And he'll say, hey, what's going on, guys? Don't forget to check out Power Slap exclusively on Rumble this Saturday at 8 p.m. You're going to have Slap for Cash versus Honolulu Blood and Sweat live and free on Rumble. If you don't know, now you know. And now the announcement you've all been waiting for. Don't forget Power Slap is on Rumble this Saturday at 8 p.m. The UFC 300 main event will be Dricus Du Plessis versus Israel Adesanya for the middleweight title. That's what the announcement will sound like. How does Pop Cejudo, who fought Moraes versus O'Malley, go? I don't know. Cejudo doesn't really use his wrestling all that effectively. But I'll say Cejudo wins. I'm on edge for announcement. I know, Vince. I saw your shit in Discord. I'm like, you really think it's going to happen? It's going to happen when you don't expect it, bro. If I had to guess, it'll probably happen Thursday night. They'll wait till I'm out doing something. I'll be out doing something on Thursday, and they'll be like, no, yeet. And now I'll be pissed. I'm out like an hour away from home. And all of a sudden, they announced the UFC 300 main event. That shit be heated. I'd be heated. Dana had a meeting with BKFC. Yeah, probably just to help him with the commission or some shit. Power Slap and Bare Knuckles, same shit, basically. You think Merab beats Cejudo, and why do you think Merab wins every round? I think Merab beats Cejudo. But I don't know. I don't know how it'll go. We'll see. We'll see. Aljo was taking Cejudo down, so why can't Marab out-muscle him? I think Cejudo's kind of too small for the weight class. I think Cejudo ruined his whole career retiring. Ruined his whole career by retiring for 3 fucking years. Nobody cared about Cejudo at all. I mean, talk about fumbling the bag. Cejudo genuinely fumbled the bag. Then he came back and got a title shot just by default. And lost it anyway. And probably thinks he won it. He'll probably say he won it. I'm foaming at the cock for UFC 300. Fair enough. Fair enough. But listen, boys. We went a solid hour and a half today. And it is what it is. I'll be live tonight as well. So for the weekly live chat. Gary versus Neil, who wins? Gary by brutal TKO. Jeff Neal's time is come and gone. It's come and gone. It's come and gone. So I think Aljo was too long for Cejudo to find range. Cejudo has never been the greatest striker. Moraes would have beat him if he had a gas tank. Cejudo is one of the most overrated fighters of all time. Has like one good win. Was counting his chickens before they hatched. He wanted to fight Volk after becoming champ. Yeah, what an embarrassment. Who was your GOAT? Anderson or Jones? Is Max going to suffer a career-altering beatdown similar to the fate of Tony? Probably. Probably. But listen, boys, I'm going to get out of here. I will be live tonight. I'll be live on Wednesday night, which is technically tonight because it just hit midnight. Cejudo has no reach, I know. I'm retiring, guys. Triple C's out. Best combat sport ever. Yeah, never shut up. I'm glad the commission amended the rules with needs to ground. It's not definitely going to happen. And it's going to still be inconsistent because that would only take into effect for California only. So don't count your chickens before they hatch, Andrew. Unfortunately, it's not really going to happen. But yeah, please go check out my UFC 300 video. I go through every fight on the card and I talk about every fight, how good every fight is, and UFC 300 is massively underrated. I just posted a link in the chat. If you guys could like this stream on your way out, I would greatly appreciate it. Again, I'll be live tonight around Wednesday night, around 10 or 9 or 10 Eastern time. I'll be live. So I'll be back. I'll be back, boys. Maybe we'll get UFC 300 main event tonight. Maybe we'll get it tomorrow. If I end the stream and we get it tonight, I'll post a video tonight. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to go lay down. Tag me on Discord over and over and over again. Call me on Discord if it gets announced and you guys don't see me in Discord because I want to get up and make a video immediately. So do me a favor. Please go check out the video I'm posting in the chat. Like it, comment on it. It's a long breakdown of UFC 300. Good night, goodbye, and I'll talk to you guys later.